For the Portland Trail Blazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. You could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns, and it's Lopez in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Davis with a screen on Lopez, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Here's Lillard. Garnett with the block. Here's Martin. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Martin's got his first bucket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Davis dishes to Harkless. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard attacking. Got a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. Here's Martin. Here's Lopez. A stupendous finish in traffic. Lopez has got 5.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Here's the 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Good. Way to work it up quick. That's a nice break.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Lillard attacking. Lopez with the block. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition. That's good. 6 points for Martin. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Lillard, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Lopez with the steal. Moving it up. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 5 assists in the game. Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Now here's Lopez after Mo Harkless's miss.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And the basket by Lillard.
Baked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
He got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Lopez kicks to Martin. Releases. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
the feed to Harkless. Davis, the pass to Lee. Back to Davis. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Lillard. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
Lee against Wiggins. Lillard attacking. Here's Harkless. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 16. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Wiggins throws it down.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now here's Harkless. 9 points last game out. Lopez with the steal. Ahead. And again, Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has got 12.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Davis. Garnett with the block. They get it back, and he gets it to go. Davis has got his second basket of the night. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Lillard against Lopez, and it's Garnett penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Garnett's got his first basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6. Harkless dishes to Lillard. The shot is off, and Minnesota now the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what'll happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 29 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamen's checked in. Here's Lopez. Following the score by Damian Lillard. That drops.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Kicks it to Harkless. Plumlee against Jang. Nobody near Lillard. Lillard again missing.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
How about Wiggins in this one? He's already got 14 points and 1 rebound. He's been putting it up, but it's been going down 100% from the floor.
And Clark, I just love the supreme focus with which he's playing.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Vonleh's checked in for Plumlee. Henderson comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Udrich in for Lee. Minnesota also with the sub. Rubio's checked in.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Now here's Henderson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Kaman in the high post. Henderson kicks to Kaman. 3-pointer, Lillard. That's good. Lillard's got 11 points.
And how about that? Responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Here's Udrich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pocket 4 off the screen. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
On the jam by Gerald Henderson.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
To the middle, here's Vonleh. Easy layup after coming off the pit.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. Udrih, the pass to Keeman. Three-pointer, Lillard. Minnesota with the rebound. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Lopez. And that's now 17 points for Andrew Wiggins. Passes it to Henderson. Kaman inside. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Lillard. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. It's a shot at the elbow. Here's Udrih. Portland again missing.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Here's Kaman following the basket by Freak. That's good.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And he gets it to go.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Vonleh setting the pick for Henderson. To the paint. Lopez over to help. Three-pointer, Lillard. No luck, and Minnesota will come the other way. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Lopez dishes to Towns. Lillard against Lopez. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Lopez has got 26 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Udrih kicks to Lillard. Puts it up from 15. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard. He explains his...
I would talk to him, never let...
I would say, Clark, an entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman's checked in for Plumlee. Vonleh comes in for Davis. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Lee. And Lillard subbed in for Udrih. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Garnett. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Matt Barnes. Zach LaVine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Lopez in for Rajon Rondo. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the athletic duo of LaVine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Gorgui Dieng. And it's Lopez in at the 1.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Towns sets the pick for Lopez. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Lopez. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Trailblazers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Lopez with the steal for the finish, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Lillard the pass to Henderson. Lopez over to help. Harkless with it, now defended by Wiggins. Here's Henderson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Here's Lopez. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight. Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
It's Henderson on the wing. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Lillard misses. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rubio's checked in. And Lillard kicks to Henderson. Came in a screen. Ball's knocked loose. Conley dishes to Lillard. Conley setting the pick for Lillard. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good by Henderson.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Rebound, Minnesota. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
Came in a screen on Rubio. Here's the screen. Inside, Harkless. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
The dish to Henderson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Henderson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
52 seconds left to play here in the half. No good. Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
There's the pick. Conley, the pass to Henderson. Down low. Here's Kaman. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Here's Lopez, throws down the breakaway jam.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Damian Lillard out there with Lee. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Davis in at the four-man position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And for Portland, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Lopez has got 49 points in the game. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Lillard against Lopez. And Mo Harkless, the basket on the assist by Lillard. Harkless has got his second bucket of the night. To the middle, here's Garnett. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Davis kicks to Plumlee. The 10-footer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got rebound number 13 with that last one. And it's Martin missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. And that's all it took.
Ledee just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Lillard dishes to Harkless. Lee passes to Davis. Harkless kicks to Plumlee. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Freak number 1. Fourth, Damian Lillard.
Kevin, I don't think you can ever underestimate the value of a great passer. I mean, both of these guys have been excellent over the past several games, and it's no accident. I mean, you don't put up these kinds of numbers by mistake. Their dedication and focus is really paying off.
Plumlee dishes to Lillard. Harkless the pass to Lillard. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA such a good. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And yes, sure, that one drops. 23 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The open shot, Lillard. The offensive rebound, Harkless. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
The shot's good from Lopez.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Plumlee with the screen. And it's Lee penetrating. Three-pointer, Lillard. There's the bucket. Good. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Lopez, and again, it's Minnesota converting.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Lee kicks to Lillard. Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Reno Udrih, who's checked in for the Trailblazers. Matt Barnes is checked in for Minnesota. Rondo comes in for Kevin Martin.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Here's Lopez, here's Towns, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Lee goes in, and the shot is good. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double teamed. Terrific pass.
Good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's Udrih. Lopez covering. Here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
So far in the game for Davis, he's got 8 points and 1 steal as well.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Chris Kaman is checked in for Plumlee, and it's Henderson for Lillard. Lee outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot is off, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. We'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Rondo dishes to Lopez. Fires from the line, and again it's Minnesota. Portland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3. This is checked in for Portland. Minnesota also making some changes. Wiggins is checked in for Barnes. Bean comes in for Ricky Rubio, and it's Lopez in for Rajon Rondo. And Minnesota has possession. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Lopez. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Henderson. 18 points for him. They double him with Wiggins. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Here's Kaman. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So on the floor for Minnesota, Lopez in at point guard. Bielitsa is out there with Payne, and it's Garnett, and it's Levine in a shooting guard. Grab the pass to Lillard. Feeds to Vonleh, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Back to Lopez. Releases. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
From 16 feet away, he cans it.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Dishes it to Craig for the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 16th rebound on the night. And the jam by Levine.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
By himself, and Lopez throws it down hard.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Look at what Lillard has done so far. He's got 21 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Leonard, he's checked in for Vonleh. Barnes, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And pushing it up is Minnesota. The Timberwolves again in transition. The wide open look here for Lopez. No good off the back of the rim. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
And Lillard kicks to Leonard. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Lopez, and again it's Minnesota converting.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Grab dishes to Lillard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lillard's got 24 points. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lee's checked in. He dishes it to Lillard. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 5th foul.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
To the middle, here's Lee, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter, really getting it done. Lopez, no luck.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
No good from Lee. So it's Minnesota now. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Levine, good.
Assist from.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Lillard, the pass to Crabbe. Back to Lillard. Fires it up. Almost, but it rolls out.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Lopez with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Lillard attacking. Lopez with the block. Lee with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. Back to Lee. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Page. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Levine, good.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Left side, Leonard. To the inside. Lopez over to help. Lillard, right side. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 16 here in the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And good on the basket. Look at
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
from the high post. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Lillard against Lopez. There's the pick. Here's Lee. Kicks it out to Lillard. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Shoots from 12. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Lopez, goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
And Lillard kicks to Crabbe. Lee left side. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That free throw from Lee is good.
Take a look at what Lee's done. He has 8 points. Steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Koufos checked in for Portland. Udrih comes in for Lillard. Minnesota also with the sub. Chang, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. And Udrih kicks to Crabbe. At the elbow, Lee. And he gets it to go. Lee's got 11 in the second half.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
And he gets it to go.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Come on, Benno, you got this. Come on.
Picked by Lee. And Udrih kicks to Lee. That's good, and it's Udrih with the assist that time. Udrih has got 6 assists in the game. Lopez outside. Udrih grabs the board. The Trailblazers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And it's Leonard, top of the key. No luck. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. From 20 feet out, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Lopez, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
There's the pick. Here's Udrih. Lopez covering. And Udrih kicks to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. The 9-foot shot. That's good from Udrih on the assist by Lee.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. He took what he had right at him there.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Udrih. Lopez covering.
Come on, Benno, you got this.
Now Udrih. Lee kicks to Cram. Back to Lee. Here's Udrih. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. A different look now for Portland. Noah Vonleh comes in for Leonard. And it's Henderson for Lee. Here's Vonleh. Rebound, Minnesota. High post Lopez. And again, it's Minnesota.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Udrih. Shoots off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Udrih has got 4 this quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
To the middle, here's Vonleh. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
The drive by Lopez. No luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Henderson, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's good from about 19 feet. The basket from Lopez. Here's Udrih. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care.
The 2K Sports post free.